tight. Hold my baby squid, keep them out of sight. Talking about my life, government stay away. If you drive, I'ma do it my own way. Squid in the ocean, swimming all alone. Ain't nobody telling me where to go. Living free, gotta stay true to myself. No need for interference from anyone else. Squid pro quo, that's the way to be. Living on my terms, setting myself free. Mama to my baby, protecting with my no government intrusion. I control my life.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing this afternoon? Oh, sorry, I had to take care of a last minute mama duties. The little one decided to try to trip over something and had a breakdown. And mommy put lip balm on, so the little needs her. My little diva needs her lip balm too. Oh, how is everybody doing? So this is the update show that nobody needed, but nobody wanted, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Sorry, I'm a little disheveled. It's been a busy day. Lots of errands to run today. Hey, how are you, Paul? Flash fan, let me say all my hellos. Hung Hero, thank you for gifting 5 Squid Pro memberships. And I am probably gonna do a members only Ask Me Anything this week. So we'll see how that goes. Yay, fun times. Your Chris, your mom, Tammy. Which case will this be about? It'll be about multiples. There's been some updates in some cases and just some things that were posted that aren't necessarily like things that can hold their own streams. This will probably be a relatively short stream, about 45 minutes. I have to go to work tonight, and there's some stuff around the house that I want to get done. Good day to you, too. How is everybody doing, Roy? Yes, please hit the like button on the way in. And if you would ever be so kind, share this stream. We are trying to make it to 4K. And like we've been doing this yo-yo between 39.53 and 39.58. We like every time I gain one, I lose one. I gain 3, I lose 3. Like I think YouTube is just having I think YouTube is just messing with me because we're getting close to that 4K, and every time you get near a milestone, they tend to mess with you, and I'm not liking it. Like even somebody that I am friends with off of YouTube, who watches my streams consistently, came to me the other day and said I was unsubscribed. This person I know would never like rage quit. So I don't know what's up. And hey, Alan, Karen's books, Tammy. Another Tammy, one of my Tammy crew. I love you guys. Flash fan. Greta. Yes, this is my merch store. I do have Squid merch. I have derailed and unhinged merch because everybody knows the chat derails me. Oops. What are you oopsing about? Oh, I saw your video the other day. I didn't get to watch it, but I saw the title. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Afternoon from the good Diane. Oh my goodness. And Jeff, I saw that you were here. Good afternoon. How are you? Oh my goodness. Hey, Joe. Oh, and Sonia, Chris, thanks for becoming a member. Oh, and gifting 5 Squid Pro Quo memberships. We're just having a membership explosion today. Lady K. All right. So this is going to be, we're going to get into a couple of things first. We'll talk about the good old tonsil twins, Laura Owens, first. Hey, Sarcastic, did you like that the intro is back? The old intro is back. Yeah, like I brought it back just for you. Hey, Arizona Hawk. All right. So we've got a couple of updates. First things first. There is. I'm going to show you my my Twitter feed. I still call it Twitter. I know it's X, but like when I say I'm going to share my X's, that just sounds so wrong. It does not roll off the tongue. It does not sound good. It's if you are following the Laura Owens case, TLDR. If you are not following the Laura Owens case, Laura Owens had a twofer mouth hug with Bachelor star Clayton Echard, and claims that she was pregnant with twins like 8 days later. Yeah, if it sounds ridiculous, it's because it is. If it sounds ridiculous, that's because it is. And there's no way of, either way, in Maricopa County, Arizona, which just so happens to be the same county as the Trevor Bauer false accuser, she took him to court for paternity of her twins. Popped on an HCG test. Okay, she popped on an HCG test. Fine. Took him to court for paternity. A whole bunch of stuff went down. All of a sudden said she's not pregnant. Clayton wanted to go to court and said, no, we need to work out lawyers' fees and non-paternity. And lo and behold, we don't think she was ever pregnant to begin with. Well, 11 months after the judge had referred it to the county attorney for criminal charges, she's been indicted on seven. Oh, it's a glorious number. Lucky number 7. Indictments for perjury, fraud, and other things. I read them in a different stream. I gotta find the other. We're gonna start with a document. So we're gonna start with this. I kind of have a rundown of what I want to talk about on each case, but this was posted. The documents in Arizona, you have to go and get them. Luckily, there are people who, in this case from the very beginning, have gotten documents. This is a document, and it has watermarks on it because this is not mine. I did not get this. This is property of the person who went and got it. Our document runners. Well, I can't say our document runners because I don't claim them. I don't own people. That's just illegal and shit. We're going to get to that too. Jingers filed for more time to prepare his appeal to the Arizona Supreme Court. Yes, she lost. Her lawyer, Jingers, which is comparable to BBB for those of you who are from the What the Hales side of things. He is BBB's relative equivalent, and they hate being compared to each other. He lost. He filed an appeal, lost the appeal, filed a for the court to look at it again, lost that too, and is going to go to the Arizona Supreme Court. And that was supposed to be done by the 15th, but I guess he just filed an extension. Oh no. Like, crossing fingers. So we're going to read. This is from Clayton's lawyers. Appellee's application. Hungera, thanks for the $2 super chat. Don't tell Rackets about the watermarks. Just going to leave that one right there. We're going to leave that one right there. Yeah. Oof. All right. Appellee's applications for attorney's fees and costs. Appellee Clayton Echard requests leave to file a supplemental application for attorney's fees and costs in his response to appellant's motion for reconsideration. On May 6, 2025, the court entered an order awarding appellee his attorney's fees and costs in the appeal proper and granting leave to file a supplemental request in light of the April 30th order denying the appellant's motion for reconsideration. This is the supplemental request. Mr. Eckert incorporates the application for attorney's fees and costs affidavit filed April 4th as fully restated herein. Oh. After all this time, it just now makes sense. Why would she have claimed twins? I guess she figured 2 BJs, 2 twins. I've always gone with it's very hard to, there's only certain labs across the country that will do paternity on twins because it's very difficult and it's very expensive. Yeah. New title, Unhinged Lawyers on the Loose. That needs to be like a video series in its own right. Like, hey Anne. Yeah. For his supplemental application, an updated billing statement setting forth the fees and costs incurred in responding to the appellant's motion for reconsideration is attached as Exhibit A. Billing entries not directly related to the motion for reconsideration have been redacted and excluded from the calculation. In total, Mr. Eckert incurred the following fees and costs in responding to the motion for reconsideration, including time spent evaluating appellant's arguments for reconsideration, research, drafting the response, and other tasks that a competent attorney would undertake in the same circumstances. Hey, Rogue Mama, how are you? Hey, Sarah, I got your email. I just haven't had the chance to respond. It's been crazy busy, and it's not that this entire month is going to be crazy. I'm already scheduling things into next month, which is not normal for me. Fees for legal services, $3,976.50. Fees to prepare a supplemental application waived. Cost filing fees waived. Total is the $39.76.50. Therefore, Mr. Eckert requests a supplemental award of attorney's fees and costs in that amount. Respectfully submitted on May 9th. Marcus Reisinger, attorney for respondent appellee. Like I said, this was the first case that I was actually following when I started my channel. That's because Megan started following this. Dave Neal, I think Dave Neal was the. It's over there. You can get it. You're a big girl. There you go. There you go. There you go. Megan Fox was covering this because Dave Neal was covering it and wanted more journalists to cover it. Reached out. I don't know. I don't remember. I knew back then, but memory. Unimportant details, like how people got in touch with each other, kind of fade in my brain. Megan started covering it. Vices started covering it. Tug started covering it. This was prior to What the Hales. If it sounds ridiculous, it's because it is. Hey, Devil Dog Cody. Hey, Squid, won't chat much. Got a bit of a headache. Just wanted to say hey. I have another Instagram thing to send you. Somebody sent me the other day. A dog ate it. Yeah, it's a crayon meme. I thought of you. I sent it to my marine buddies because you the crayon eaters. Maybe you're having a crayon withdrawal. Try green this time, not red. Maybe that'll make you feel better. Yeah, and then there's the I just have to. Okay, as dumb as it sounds, y'all, I just have to show you this. I made Lauren Knighty was the one who went to Arizona and actually did the pool feed for the hearing last year. And I I streamed it and I made a short from it. And I don't know why this is sharing from here. It's not supposed to share. Like it's not, I don't know why StreamYard or Streamlabs does this like mix-up thing or like shorts thing, but I will show it to you. Let's see. Oh, where is Dr. Medchill was her lawyer or her expert, not lawyer. He is not a lawyer. He is a doctor. He was her doctor. This is what he decided to say on the stand. This is what he decided to say. I mean, what do you say to that? Men are like basketballs. They dribble before you shoot. I don't know what to, I don't know what you do with that. I don't know where to go. I don't know where, I don't know where to, oh, you like what is with YouTube not sharing the videos? Okay, let me go to my YouTube page. The last 2 days, YouTube and Streamlabs have not cooperated with sharing audio. Yeah, Clayton was the Bachelor guy. The audio is important. The audio is actually more important than the video. Also share tab audio. There you go. Oh boy.
Dr. Mitchell,
Can you guys hear that?
Mr. Eckert has said that he doesn't believe that a pregnancy was possible here because there was no intercourse. Do you have an opinion about that? Regarding general, not regarding him or her, but in general.
Well, it's said that men are like basketball players. They dribble before they shoot. They also dribble afterwards. And
Dr. Mitchell,
Men are like basketball players. They dribble before they shoot, and they also dribble afterwards. You can take that however you want to. None of it. But that is the explanation on how she supposedly got pregnant with twins with, yeah. And if y'all have ever heard,
further testifies.
if y'all have ever heard Megan's minor perjury song, this is part of where it, like, not my short, but like this line of questioning in the hearing.
Second, you had last seen Dr. Higley on last Friday, right?
Right.
You lied to the court when you made the statements.
I had the appointment scheduled, which you guys have.
No question.
I know, but it needs to be answered. Correct. It needs to be answered. I had an appointment scheduled with him that I did not attend, but I did have an appointment scheduled.
So when you say you were seen by a doctor, that's not the same as having an appointment scheduled, correct?
Correct.
So we would agree that you were dishonest when you said you were physically seen by Dr. Higley the Friday before the November 2nd hearing.
Correct. That's a very minor thing.
Yeah, just a little minor perjury. That is, I'm assuming stuff like that is one of the things that they will use as evidence in her criminal trial. But it's a yeah, yeah, and that right there, the action, it doesn't matter if there's an appointment or not. She did not attend. The action of making the appointment is nothing. I can make an appointment with 100 different doctors. That doesn't mean I was seen by any of them, and they will not have a record of me attending any appointments, nor will they have a medical history because I did not attend. So they will, you are not a patient of that doctor because you make an appointment. You are not a patient until you are seen by that doctor. They take a medical history and they actually treat you. Then you are a patient. You found her case hard to swallow. Well, apparently so did she. I think we found her shoebox we can keep squid in. Y'all. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of inconsistencies. Those are just two things. Those are just two things that are like major standouts. And I made shorts of them when I was actually doing that last year and actually like taking time and effort to do certain things, because apparently when you're renting a house, you have more time for other things. Renting a house, I have less time for no, Karen, she doesn't actually have kids. She does not. So how did that case even make it to trial anyway? So unrealistic. The lawyers and the judge thought it was possible. No, she all of a sudden in December claimed that she had a miscarriage. But she couldn't nail down the time of when she had it. The dates kept changing, another inconsistency. And just like in comparing it to the Hales case, for those of you who are familiar with that, when all of it, the thumbnail case, when all of a sudden Lynette was like, oh, we're dropping the case. And some people said just because it's dropped doesn't mean it's going away. Same thing here. Just because one side wanted to drop it, the other side was like, no, we still have the issue of non-paternity, not just paternity, but non-paternity. We also have attorney's fees because you filed this lawsuit. I had to get a lawyer, all costs me money. I had to fight this, all costs me money. The RavGen tests cost me money. You owe me money for bringing this suit that I believe was frivolous, and now you owe me money for lawyer's fees. So that's how it made it to court. They had a hearing in February. Both parties agreed to a June 10th evidentiary hearing, and then that's how it got pushed to June because I believe the court docket was just full. Yeah. I believe if there's this too. She's allegedly faked pregnancy with twins multiple times with different men. Yeah. And that's why the watermark on this says victims of Laura Owens, not just justice for Clayton. There has been, it's kind of, like I said, if it sounds ridiculous, that's because it is. Like, I have no other, like, she's a Nepo baby, so money wasn't an issue. It's just so weird. It's just so weird. She initially approached Clayton. Clayton had his real estate license, but he was relatively new at it. She contacted him wanting him to look at some properties. Yes. And there's a whole playlist. I have a whole playlist on tonsil twins. Megan Fox has a whole, she calls it a different name, and I can't remember it right now. She calls it like, she has a different playlist, but I'm sure if you look at Megan Fox's playlists, you'll be able to tell which one is which one is the tonsil twins, Laura Owens case. Because it is a lot of detail going back. Fetal attraction, yes, thank you. For some reason, even though I said it yesterday, the words were slipping my mind. Yeah. Some people call it tonsil twins. Megan's playlist is the fetal attraction playlist. Like, Shizzy has covered it. Hey, King Paco, how are you? She doesn't carry condoms to prepare for a date. She stocks up on pregnancy tests. Yes. And there has been not only this, there's been this that was filed on the 9th was his actual attorney's fees. And it's actually, I'm surprised that Greg Woodnick doesn't charge more. I'm quite shocked. It's only $400. I say only $450 an hour. I knew a lawyer. Well, I don't know this lawyer. This lawyer was hired as outside counsel for the company that I was a party to a lawsuit. Well, we were party to a lawsuit in, and they charged $1,350 per hour. So $450 per hour, not that bad. But all of this because he filed a motion for reconsideration on an appeal that failed. $4,514. Like, hey Dan, she's a spitter. She used a turkey baster after a BJ. Quite honestly, would you pay $450 an hour for, even taking into account cost of living in the New England area, as opposed to Arizona? I wouldn't pay $450 an hour for that. Test tubes, the new dating tool. Yeah. So there's been a couple of updates, and I don't know why Twitter or their Streamlabs is doing this. I'd pay $450 for an hour for a plane to take him to Antarctica. Ooh. Jesus, sperm bank cement. Some of the comments that come out of this is insane. And if you are following this case and you do have a Twitter or X account and you don't follow all the best research, I highly recommend following all the best research, because this is the kind of stuff that you'll see. Breaking news: Laura Owens transfers assets and removes business affiliation following nearly $150,000 judgment in paternity case. And there's a Substack from Hales. And I'm not gonna. So, on May 6, 2025, Maricopa County Grand Jury indicted Laura Owens on 7 felony counts. I will link this so y'all can read it and give all the best research and Just Jen, Big Tiff Doug, and Hay Bales the credit they deserve, because those three have been, yeah. But here's just a TLDR. June 18th, judge ordered Owens to pay attorney's fees and costs. July 8th, Eckerd filed an application for attorney's fees totaling $154,242. Owens files notice of change of judge. Owens files a motion to vacate judge, motion for new trial, and motion to alter or amend judgment. July 18th, Judge Mata denies Owens' motion to vacate judge, motion for new trial, and motion to alter or amend judgment. So there's that. Hey, Jinx! How are you? That mugshot made. Oh, y'all crack me up. Oh. See ya. All right, so I will link this in the chat. And go subscribe to Hay Bales on Substack for the latest and greatest. And I'm going to hide this on the stream because apparently my Streamlabs is deciding to show everything instead of one at a time like it normally does. I can normally switch tabs without it switching tabs for me. Let's see. And then there is another one from a couple of days ago. I just have to, all right. And then there's this one. So there is a big thing about the HCG. And Just Jen posted this, and go follow Just Jen on X too. That wasn't clear. She allegedly acquired it from a source that uses a real clinic's phone number to allegedly sell HCG. Our source stated that allegedly she would order HCG and they would have a courier deliver it to her. Can't have too many allegedlys. Yes, because we have received information that Laura Owens allegedly ordered injectable HCG and had it delivered to her home via courier, and allegedly requested that there be absolutely no information on the box. Huh? Huh? What are you talking about? So there's my Laura Owens updates for the day. Go give all these people a follow on Substack and Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. If you type in Twitter, it'll still redirect to X. So, oh, you're funny. You got jokes. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Megan has trouble with the pretty buttons keeping the chat alive. I have buttons. I just don't use the pretty buttons. HCG, yeah, you know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, your armholes and your neck. Haha, dad jokes. Oh, can I show the mugshot again? Yeah, I gotta remember where. Let's see. I gotta remember where it was. Ooh. And that Substack has all the receipts for the you're funny. Now I'm gonna have this stuck in my head all day. So because we have to move on. So we are going to move on. I'm gonna put that article also in the description of the video. Go give Hay Bales. Thanks, Dan Davis, for the $2 super chat. Just because you should not be left out of the money. I appreciate you. Hey, Lorianne. BBB found a new stooge for doing late. He called Randy a scumbag. I couldn't keep watching. Oh, great. HCG, here comes Jingress. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my goodness. And this Laura Owens case, any woman that has been pregnant and any woman who has had a miscarriage, I've never personally had a miscarriage, but I know of plenty of people who have, should be like it insulted. Woohoo. All right. So we have Nikita Casap, the teenager who allegedly unalived his parents in my hometown. of Waukesha, Wisconsin, everybody's favorite place. Oh, Jinx, thank you for the 17 Danish kroner. Here's some Danish kroner for you too. Thank you. Oh yes, his plea. We have his plea deal. So this is short. This is only 6 minutes, and we're going to speed it up. Because we never watch this stuff on normal time. And this is from Fox Milwaukee. And I'm sorry, court audio sucks. Waukesha is not that bad. It really is not. Can you not hear the audio? Can everybody hear the audio? Or do I need to like re-share it again because Streamlabs is being a butthead? I don't know if it's Streamlabs, I don't know if it's YouTube, but there has been the last couple of days have been like weird with like yesterday people kept telling me I was muted, and it's like I'm not muted, it's the audio. They could hear the video that I was playing, but they could not hear me. It's so weird. So we'll see. We'll try this.
Members, I believe, right? Okay.
Now can you hear it?
So this is the first time this case has appeared in front of me, and it's set for an arraignment. And has there been an information filed?
There has been.
Right.
As I indicated to council, the same 9
Can y'all hear it now? Okay.
original counts as were in the original criminal complaint. There is one added count, which is count 10, which is an intimidation of a witness based upon the testimony elicited at the preliminary hearing.
Okay, all right. And do you acknowledge receipt of that?
I do, and I waive reading.
Okay, and what pleas do you wish to enter on behalf of your client?
I'll note that we have discussed the right of substitution. He's not electing to so substitute. He's entering a not guilty plea.
Okay, and then I'll accept the pleas of not guilty. You're new on the case. Relatively within a week or two, I believe. I just remember signing the order. Ms. Basie, where is the state in regards to providing discovery materials and so on?
I just provided a packet today.
Okay. And so I presume that you'll need, of course, some time before you can make decisions about motions, et cetera, et cetera.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, we were just informed that the courtroom is muted on Zoom, so the victims can't hear it.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It'll take about 30 seconds or so. In the meantime, ma'am, you brought a water bottle in here. Could you take it out, please? Thank you. I'll check and see. Okay, I think we have audio. I don't know. I don't see any video. And tell me what's up from the state's perspective in terms of victim. I'll ask the question, has your office complied with victim notification requirements?
We have, and they can now hear the court.
Okay, all right. And hear and see? Because I don't know, they're not video.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, very good. Let's move forward then. And I just took the appearances, and just to reiterate, the pleas of not guilty were entered upon review of the information by the defense. How much time?
We're asking for 75 to 90 days for the next court hearing, Your Honor, so that we can fully review discovery.
All right. Anything else from the state's perspective?
No, Your Honor, we did turn over paper discovery as well. On the front sheet, there's information about links that are also available, digital links. That's going to be quite voluminous.
Okay. I think that's certainly, under the circumstances and the nature of the case, is a reasonable request. I'll set this out for about 90 days for you to review discovery. I would hope that you'd be in a position to perhaps file some motions at that time, if any. And is there anything else from the defense that you need from me at this juncture?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk. And we'll set it for a status, and I'm going to set it for more than just a 15-minute status. I'll set an hour just to.
And they set it for August. We don't need to hear it. I wrote it down. I'll cover it when it happens. or after or whenever the video comes out. So there's that. Nikita Casap. Well, that leads into Nikita Casap was linked to Order of the Nine Angels, which is a difficult topic, but I'm glad there's more of y'all here to hear this. Trigger warning, very difficult topic to cover, but they linked him to Order of the Nine Angels, and they think he unalived. The motive for unaliving his parents was to gain more autonomy so that he could overthrow the government. And his plan was to assassinate the president and vice president of the U.S. Well, that led to everything involved in this, and I did a stream on 764 and some arrests, what 764 is, and some arrests that were made. And I was sent this by someone on Discord, and we're going to share. Oh, now it's doing it. We're going to share this because we have an update. More arrests were made. And I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to mispronounce some of these words, and I apologize in advance. Yeah, Flash Fan, I think it's August 18th, too. I wrote it down. I had already watched it. He's pleading not guilty. Sometimes you wonder why. You wonder what. Yeah. Ivorian men arrested for international sextortion and money laundering scheme resulting in minor's death. This was May 9th. 4 men in this, you'll never get me to pronounce that correctly, and I apologize, have been arrested on criminal charges relating to their role in an international sextortion scheme that targeted thousands of victims, including minors throughout the US, Canada, UK, France, Spain, and Italy. In February of 2022, Ryan Last, a 17-year-old high school senior from San Jose, California, self-deleted hours after being sextorted online by an individual pretending to be a 20-year-old woman. Through a lengthy, coordinated investigation involving U.S. and Ivorian law enforcement, the evidence ultimately led law enforcement to identify Alfred Cassie, from now on known as douchebag, the next douchebag, an Ivorian citizen living in Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. As the individual allegedly conducting the sextortion on April 29th, the douchebag was arrested by Ivorian law enforcement. At the time of his arrest, he allegedly still has the sextortion messages he sent to the 17-year-old victim in February of 2022 on his phone. Oh, I really hate these guys. This is one of the reasons that I'm talking about this. I hate talking about this in the sense of it's hard to talk about, but I feel like this needs to be talked about because these people need to be like, what's the best way to get rid of cockroaches is to put light on them because they all scatter. Like, this needs to be like out in the open, and this is what real evil looks like. The people wearing clothing, a red hat that we don't like, or has a bumper sticker on our car or their car that we don't like, or they decide to marry someone that doesn't look like them and other people don't like it. That is not evil. This right here is what evil looks like. This right here is what evil looks like. Like, that shit is first world problems. Like, the stuff we deal with every day in the US, most of which is first world problems that people call evil. You call each other Yahtzees. You call each other all the ists in the book. You call each other evil. That's not evil. That's not Yahtzee behavior. That's not ist. This is evil. This is evil. Like, Ivory Coast. Yeah, and the Ivorian, I kind of got it in, I kind of got it just from the, Ivorian men. I kind of inferred that, but I still can't say that, yeah, it's gay and retarded. Like that, yeah, this is evil. Like this is what evil looks like. And to call that evil makes this like someone wearing a hat that says what we don't like is not evil. Like, and that's what makes me angry about, like, you know, all that stuff. It's like, that is not evil. That is not it. All the ists in the world. Like this is evil. On April 29th, he was arrested by Ivorian law enforcement. He still had those god-awful text messages on his phone. Additionally, the investigation identified several alleged money laundering accomplices who helped that douchebag move the money he received from the 17-year-old victim, who had paid $150 in order to prevent his intimate images from being disseminated. And this is one of the reasons why I say leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. No, it's the internet. It's the internet. They will not get brought here, which is the other problem. Just pronounce it Côte d'Ivoire. I'm just gonna not pronounce it at all because I'm just stuck at it. Hey, Peachy. One of those alleged money laundering is Omaro Odurago, who was arrested by Ivorian law enforcement on April 25th. In addition, Ivorian law enforcement arrested 200 other individuals. We'll just call them douchebags 2 and 3. The 2 other douchebags were part of Cassie's alleged sextortion network and admitted to their own sextortion crimes. A U.S.-based accomplice, douchebag number 4, unrelated to the first douchebag, was convicted in 2023 in a California state court and sentenced to 18 months in jail. This is my problem with California. All of that, and this is all you're sentenced to, is 18 months. That dude was underage. Underage. 17 is still underage. Especially when it comes to intimate issues. Yeah, well, that's one of the problems. There's more than that, but children and smexy time issues are my first issue with California. That's the most important issue with California. The government of that place does not extradite its own citizens, so these defendants will be prosecuted in their own country under Ivorian cybercrime statutes. Matthew R. Giglietti, head of Justice Department's Criminal Division, acting U.S. Attorney Patrick D. Robbins for the Northern District of California, and acting Assistant Director Darren Cox of the FBI's Criminal Investigative Division made the announcement. The FBI is investigating the case with substantial assistance from the San Jose Police Department, the U.S. Embassy in Abidjan, and Meta, which provided critical information that assisted the identification of the offenders. The government of that place, specifically the Anti-Terrorist Operational Intelligence Center, conducted the investigation and arrest. Trial attorney Austin M. Berry of the Criminal Division's Child Exploitation and Obscenity Section, and Assistant U.S. Attorney Marissa Harris for the Northern District of California provided legal support throughout the investigation, including compiling and presenting the evidence to Ivorian authorities. And as always, yeah, it's like a new Oprah episode. You get a douchebag, and you get a douchebag, and you get a douchebag, and these are the people that Mo are perfect for Lord Chibi. Get Mo on the phone. And here's the most important: if you and your child or someone you know is being exploited via sextortion, contact your local FBI field office, report it, the Internet Crime Complaint Center. And this will also be a link that I will be posting in the description of this video, because if me talking about this saves one child from ever being involved in this, I've done my job. So there's that. And YouTube apparently didn't like me, didn't like that comment, because I tried to copy and paste it and YouTube didn't like it. So there's that. If I hear any more or people send them to me, I will keep posting them. This is from the Justice Department Office of Public Affairs. So this is federal. And then lastly, and many of you probably already know these things, but these are just a couple small docket updates in the what the Hales federal case. And I screenshotted the docket because I just thought it was interesting what the judge said. Not so much what the actual issue was, but what the judge said. Okay. So this is, yeah. How did he get the name Paint Chips anyway? He looks more like a penguin to me. Like Batman penguin. We all know the order that the judge put in denying the motion for attorney's fees, but here's the interesting things. And I'm sorry I can't make this any, well, I can probably make it bigger. Nope. There we go. Okay. We're just gonna do this. All right, this is in the old case. So this was on May 9th. 137 and 138 were stricken. They were John Cook's motion for summary judgment with memorandum in support of summary judgment, unsigned and signed. So he put one in that was unsigned, and then one in that was signed. And it said modified on 5-9 to edit docket text, modified on 5-9 to remove PDF. So they were put in there and then they were removed. And then the judge put in an order, on 5-9 as well. Order striking motion 137 and 138, motions for summary judgment. This case is currently stayed and no filings authorized. See document 133. The clerk is directed to remove the PDFs from 137 and 138. The judge is not even bothering to write actual orders. Like they're not even, I think Fed 1 is going to explode with motions after tomorrow. Is tomorrow the 30 days? Because it's just, Oh, they call him that because he says they ate them as paint. Okay. It's good. Eating lead paint, mental disorder, paint chips. Okay. One could have guessed something close to that. However, like, you know what they say when you assume. I try not to assume. Just don't ask him for that. All right. So that is really the only, like, what the Hales update. I wish I would have gotten to these before these documents were removed. I wonder how long they were actually up there and if anybody actually got a copy of them. It's gonna be an interesting couple weeks. There is nothing new in the other suit. The docket is still waiting for people to upload responses. The last thing in there is that paint chips was served. So April 14th was the start of the stay. Oh yeah, that's right. And April has, well, yeah. Megan got them. Okay. Before they were removed. Nice. They were probably hilarious to read. Okay. And on that note, Owens stated the 30-day stay so he could relax and watch the Karen Reed coverage. Oh, that is not relaxing. Relaxing. I'll pass. But thank you. The Karen Reed coverage, although I love the people who are covering Karen Reed and I like to watch them specifically, that is not a trial I can sit and watch because my blood pressure just, that is That is I need blood. Yeah, and that shows you how much I don't watch other people's streams because I don't have time or energy for that matter. So when I tell you I don't read other people's stuff or watch other people's stuff, I really don't. If you're not streaming at 10 o'clock in the morning when I'm actually like having time to listen, I don't stream. So you made it to jury selection on the Manson transcripts. Oh, that. Yeah, and I really would like to read through those, but that is so. I'm working on making my way through the Sarah Boone transcripts and highlighting, but I'm not even going to get to that until June. Like, all right, but I have to get going. The little one needs me. Yeah, little Squid's blood pressure is over the roof. Yeah, compared to what the Hales Karen reads, I don't know, because Karen, what the Hales is a lot of offline stuff. Karen Reed, that's her life at stake. Like that's her life at stake. So, you know, yeah, nice. Not surprised. Not surprised. All right. Well, I will see you guys on the next one. You have a great day. I got to go do mama stuff and make dinner before I got to go to work, and I got some paperwork to do. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.